We're a 10-year-old ad hoc community organization that came about when the local television station, TCI at that particular time, was giving over the station to the city of Bellingham. And Bellingham wanted to put an RFP out for an independent local nonprofit organization to run the station. We were an advocacy group and are an advocacy group who were talking about the benefits of community communications. And we decided that we would go and put our dibs in to run the station. I really truly believe that we need to be more interactive, more educated, more literate in the way of the media. And I think that's the only way that we're going to be able, just like learning how to write and read was the only way this country was able to lift itself up. I'm a descendant of slaves. My great-great-grandfather was at Appomattox when Lincoln gave the announcing of the end of slavery. He heard the cries. He talked about the cries of "we're free," but free to what? And I think that's where we are now. We're at a place where media is out here, but media what? What do we do with this? What do we do with this box? And how do we interact with it? Do we use it as an entertainment thing, or does it become a tool? And if it becomes a tool to us, where does it fit in our toolbox? You know? And I think that we need to learn how to use the media, much like we use the language of reading and writing, and thus we elevate. We are on the verge, or we're in the midst of, a second, what's the word? A second evolution or revolution of information. The first one was the Dark Ages, and all information was sequestered at that particular time in the churches. In this second age of information, all information is sequestered in the corporations. And we have a chance right now, to move that away from that, to learn on our own, to use these tools, to begin to explore the depths of ourselves, and begin to use this information for our own conversations. There was a conference in October, the Northwest Radio Summit, that was attended by radio people from college radio, community radio, low-power radio stations. And there were people from Northern California up to Anchorage, Alaska, to Montana, Idaho. Just recently, 2 weeks ago, there was an email that was sent through the system about Katrina survivors. And some of them were living here in Seattle. Out of that email, that this person said, well, I'm going to interview some of these people and send a tape down to Katrina. About 6 or 8 people from that radio summit that got that message are now putting together tapes about Katrina, of their local Katrina survivors that live in their community. You know, it's people-to-people communication, something that, God, CBS, NBC would spend millions to do. I come from the old kabouter days in Amsterdam, where we put together a kabouter radio station called Sad Eyed Lady of the Lowlands, and we broadcast for a whole summer until we got shut down. Music, rock and roll, jazz, music and conversation all through the night. We ran that show for 3 or 4 months for under $100,000. The next year, CBS came in with a fellow named Jocko, if you could remember that person, who was being paid a fabulous sum. For $3 million, they barely had it up for 3 weeks. Community people are willing to go and talk and speak and share our conversations. And I guess that's what I'm all about.